I'm gonna cock my nine, my mother. I'm gonna cock my nine.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Contest of Speed. It is time to get Season 14 underway here for the European Tier 2 Championship. And of course, what a better track than Australia itself. It has been the starting point of multiple GP seasons, for multiple F1 seasons, should I say, and has seen as the first race in a lot of the seasons we've seen before us, but it got changed to Bahrain, which is a bit of a bummer. But we love to see a bit of Albert Park coming ahead of us. My name is Corey Brooks. I'm one of your two commentators for this evening. Join with me in the comms booth. It's not Tom Carter.
Hello! Who else did you expect to appear out of nowhere? It's Australia. What a good track to start the season. That it always feels good when you start the season at Australia. Always brings good race, and of course we've got the modified circuit as well. This one's been in for a couple of years now, so it should be a little bit better. Got the long back straight. After it's raining, it's pouring down under. Oh dear, get your bucket hats on.
It's raining, boys.
Some lovely action to start us off. Let's go. I mean, it's also setups are going to be interesting. Oh, it's going to be a good first race of the season.
I think, I'm not going to lie, this is the first wet qualifying I have had the pleasure to see on this game. So this really does spice things up. I've never seen a wet quali now, so I'm not sure what to expect. We can only just wait and find out what's to happen. But I think I can see a Red Bull there, Sam, looking to make his way out onto the pit lane to start what could be the wave of cars coming out now to get a feel for the track at the minute. Is it going to dry out? That's the question.
The inaugural lap of EU2, in fact, goes to, it's not Sam, someone's ahead of Sam. It's a Red Bull, Nabi. It's Sebi, so the inaugural lap of the EU2 season goes to Sebi. So, but I wonder how they're going to play. So they're going to stay out on wets and just do lap after lap. But I mean, I suspect that they might. But yeah, not often you see rain at this track. But yeah, I think we should have a look at the grid as well, since we don't have any championship standings to do. Any notable names? Any? I mean, it feels weird doing this now because it's not like we know any of these people. Well, we know some of them, but any championship contenders this season? Do you think?
Absolutely correct. It's a new season. It's new drivers. The orders have been switched around. It's a new game cycle as well with different handling. As a lot of drivers know, there's been patches to try and make it a bit more easier for the drivers, a bit better for the driver. A lot of complaints coming out since the game's release, but we are on the onward and upward, and we are making progress. Season 14 is underway. There's a couple of drivers there catching my eye. Just Charlie, I think, was one to catch my eye.
Yeah. You'll just have to forgive us with the unfamiliarity with the lineup so far, because some of these people are reserves, and obviously it's a bit hard to know who's a reserve, who isn't a reserve. But I can confirm that Charlie is a full-time driver in the same car he was in last season, same team. He's following Team 3, the rebranding. He's following Sebi this season. Sebi actually teammate with me in Alfa Romeo last season, so I can confirm he's a good driver.
Absolutely got himself into the mix in his previous season, season 13, but another driver catching my eyes, a new driver, Sam, only just recently joining the league, taking a Red Bull seat. He looked fairly quick in pre-season, that's the fact, so he's looking like he could potentially get himself up there and make some moves, some good points. Could look at Havoc
Absolutely,
Connor.
I'm rooting for Sam. But it's going to be quite evident quite quickly that me and Brooksy are going to root for Sam because we know him personally, and Sebi, the first person to set lap so far, has gone wide and invalidated, leaving the man himself, Sam, in the number... I missed it. There's a 1 in there. 15 Red Bull, number 15. Takes the tight line for the back straight.
Does indeed, getting the power down towards the infamous 9 and 10. I wonder if you'll be able to make this in a nice way. The track conditions seem to be easing off. I mean, the rain's still coming down, but he's handling it fairly. Oh, a bit of a wobble though as he comes out of 10. I say that's a bit of a commentator's curse though. Caused him to have a bit of a snap of the rear, but he's looking good as he gets down to turn 11 now. Does have the invalidation of Sebi in front.
Yeah, forgive me, that's the number 12 Red Bull, number 15, but yeah, you'll have to forgive me for that.
Oh, it's alright,
he's
just
going to
a
be
tiny
the sad
detail.
lap. Yeah, just a small one. He's gonna have a neck hopefully later. Someone's bringing up yellows in sector 1. Big snap for Sam coming around the final corner, and as well the Ferrari behind him. I think it's Lee Bob or ZTXY.
Oh, U3602, whoever that is, has just absolutely cooked in 3 seconds faster than Sam. I wonder if he was using that battery. Andres up into second place in the Haas. It's a 31.9. Conditions are treacherous. I think Sam may have had a couple of moments, but he may have overfueled and had the fuel to go again and again and again. It's something I like to do under wet conditions. I like to go out and set quite a few laps.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
TLA.
Quite a few laps is probably. And someone's gone fastest on the intermediate, so I was going to say this, that there was a problem with this game that inters were always faster than wets, no matter how wet the track is. I'm not sure if that's consistent, but...
Well, he's on the inters and it's a 30 flat, so he's almost a second clear of P2. So the intermediate's certainly a tyre working at the minute, certainly the better condition. Certainly setting the quicker lap times, just have the more grip and probably potentially the better temperatures. But again, it's interesting to see that that's going to happen. Another bit of a bug in the game. I haven't seen that before. I heard of that, but it's nice to see it in the flesh.
Mm-hmm. Nice to see some people setting competitive lap times. I wonder who's going to be up there. Griffin is a name I recognise definitely. He's done some EU2 racing in his time. I think it was E3 last season, obviously. A tier that I wasn't particularly up to date with. Names that you'll recognise if you watched us last season. D Summers, Sid, Havoc Connor, Pipe Tech, Rob, maybe, not Rob. Tier late though. Sebi, Charlie. Yeah, I said that. I went from bottom to top, so I said all the people at the bottom. Some drivers who I can vouch for that are... Yeah, no surprise there. I think it would be very useful to have tyres up right now because some people are on different... Yeah, so that's a wet fastest lap. And there goes Craggy. I was about to mention him. He's quite quick.
Craggy. Oh, a second quicker. So the track is getting better. The track is getting dramatically better. Drivers really starting to get the temperature in the tyres now, using it to their advantage. The rain maybe slowing down a little now. It wasn't coming down as hard as it was when we first saw the green flags for qualifying. But now things are starting to quicken up as that racing line slowly dries out. Those tyres dispersing all of that water. The wet's doing it more efficiently than the intermediates, but we have a lot more wet runners to go out.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to keep track of who's on lap, who isn't on lap at the moment. I know Sebi's invalidated whatever lap he's on in the number 9
He's just
RB.
set a lap, that ZTXY.
Yeah, decent lap. He's got on P12, so he's had a lap time. That's more closer to the rest of the field. As Sebi comes into the pits, probably out of fuel.
Currently on board with Kevin Calforte. Seems to be going at some speed, looking to set another lap. We'll stay on board as he's coming around turn 3 now, trying to get the power down towards turn 4. Don't want to be too quick on the power. It's very easy to run it wide there and hit that curb in a nasty way. It could either send you flying or invalidate the lap that you may need. But flat now, trying to get the power down towards turn 6. Another fast right-hand corner. You've really got to watch your exit momentum.
Yeah, flicks the car right onto the back straight where you're talking about exit momentum. It's really important that you get exit momentum at the start of the straight, because if you do not, you will suffer all the way down. It'll take longer for you to get to higher speeds, and as a result you will suffer all the way down the straight from start to finish. But it doesn't matter now as he comes to the left right chicane, flicks it in to the left, does very well to keep it stable, but runs a little bit wide on the exit, misses the second apex as well, onto the second straight now on his run to one of the turns at the third sector. I'm not really sure what number it is, you'll have to forgive me for that. Locks up a little bit, takes a big chunk of the apex on the inside, uses the curb to maximise the space, runs a little bit wide, still on the racing line, just misses the apex on the inside, so you can take more speed through the corner, braking hard for the front normal corner, and then I think he might have backed off actually. He's going to go again.
Yeah, potentially. Just pushing a little bit to keep the heat in his tyres. I've just noticed the cost graphic the logo hasn't appeared on my screen. Wow, that spray looks terrible.
Yeah, visibility is an issue in the game as well. I think so. Particles are definitely something that people with PC can turn off, but not on consoles. So that's definitely an advantage they could have during the race. But it's no one's fault. I mean, you can't blame them if they do. I'd turn it off if I had the choice. People who I'm keen to see put in good laps: Don Ammo and Pipe Tech, both teammates of mine. As I'll be racing for Mercedes this season, he runs quite a bit wide there, starting his lap, almost invalidates even before he started. Crosses the line now with a 132.3, so he's actually on a lap there, but I suspect he might go again. He's got 1.5 battery.
I'm still on board with Kevin Calfari. He's just set the purple sector 1. He's really flying in that Alpine. He had a bit of a wobble, his second wobble, really trying to put the traction into the car, really trying to get that traction down. But he just doesn't seem to be able to get it too well, having the little snaps here and there. But the line is appearing. That racing line is surely appearing. Those wet tyres certainly doing their job in dispersing all that water off the track and giving the drivers that extra grip that they're going to need to try and get their way up the order in this qualifying session. Well, hopefully we see a dry race with it. Normally, tradition in Albert Park, it wets in qualify, but it dry for the race. But we can only hope that that's the way it stays. I don't want to give it the curse, but now Kevin Cow coming around the final corner. Turn 14, no DRS, we won't get that wing open, but power's down towards the line. It's only good enough for P2. Oh!
25 thousandths away from P1. Craig on 3 lap odd tyres, so I suspect he might be able to gain some more time there. But who's on a lap now? SJZ is, I believe. Purple second sector in the Red Bull with 5 lap odd medium, so you know they're a bit worn at least. Comes into the 3rd sector now, TLA back into the server. That's good to see. And get another lap in. Takes a big chunk of curb, short shifting a little bit. Trying to minimise the amount of wheel spin, keep the grip, because he's got less tread on the intermediate tyres to disperse the water from under his car. 5 place grid penalty for Griffin.
Collision with Pipe Tech.
Collision with the Mercedes of Pipe Tech. I'm not sure what's happened there.
Bit of a snap there from SJZ. I think he's called.
Oh, and apologies, Kevin was 1 second and 25 thousandths away.
Is he called Luis? Is that the guy who's Luis?
I have no idea. I'll just call him Icarus, or I'll call him 86. We'll call him 86. I'm not saying that name. Long day for me. If I've got to keep repeating that. Sid is cooked at the moment, last at the moment. He's not using any ERS on this lap. I wonder if he's just getting no, he's invalidated.
He is invalidated indeed. Doesn't really look to be getting anywhere into the mix. I'm quite impressed. Andres is up into P4 and he just got a purple sector 2. So is that a full purple? We can only wait and find out as he's coming down towards turn 11. I can't even say DRS zone because it's not. He doesn't have the DRS. But he gets the power on now back on into turn 12.
Someone's out of fuel. It's Andres.
Oh, he is. He's out of fuel, so never mind.
Coston Ammo, though, catching up with him, so he's going to have to be careful. Bit of a shoddy final corner, though.
See if he's going for a lap. It's hard to tell if they're draining the battery or not with them having the flashing light constantly due to wet weather. It's a bit awkward sometimes.
Donamo improves his position by a couple, but not a lot. Still in the 131s, which isn't the fastest that you want around this circuit. Matty Robbo, excuse me, I've got gas today. Matty Robbo, Pipe Tech, and Sid all yet to settle up. Sid in the pits, probably refueling. Pipe Tech coming around the final sector.
Currently on board with Matty Robbo is about to set, well, has started his first timed lap on the board. I'm not sure if he's done any laps beforehand. I can't remember seeing the kick out on the track. But oh, he's losing the rear, they're drifting it round. Coming around turn 5, just really almost losing the rear, but correcting it well now as he's coming around turn 6 and 7.
He's going to get a tow from his teammate. His teammate's just there.
Is that the strategy?
He's overtake at the moment, Matty, but he is getting a tow here. Very nice one indeed. I wonder if his teammate's going to die out of the way now. I suspect he might. He's just gone straight on, which I suppose we won't will allow.
I didn't see anything.
I mean, yeah. Charlie, ooh, by a
Charlie.
the intermediates. Well done, Charlie. But we've got to cover these people who are getting their first laps in on the wets, which are frankly probably not the fastest tyre at the moment.
I don't think he's going to
It's
finish
very
that.
rough
He's
though,
really
Christopher
losing the rear,
May.
really squirming about. I think it might be a pit stop for Matty Robbo. It's not. He
Yeah,
continues
I'd
on the
bring it in.
wets.
I wonder if he's going to get time to do another lap now. He hasn't used any overtake really for this lap. He's only used it. He might be starting his lap now maybe. 14th position, which isn't the worst. So he could improve a lot on there. Definitely in the third sector he lost the rear a few times. So we're following through on it. He's burning more battery now, so I think that might have been an outlap where his teammate was confused. Maybe they just ended up in the same spot.
Matty's really trying to... Oh! Matty's really trying to
Drifting
push it.
round the third corner.
He's gone for a one-shot qualifying. He's really trying to push the limits here with that kick salver, putting the power down towards turn 6. It's a fast right-hander, but you've got to flick it in and maintain the power. Get back on the throttle because it sets you up and keep that momentum for the long straight. There's no DRS to your advantage, so you need to maintain your exit speed as best you can. These conditions are treacherous. We don't allow you to reduce your downforce. Just get on with it and try and keep the car stable now as he fires into 9 and 10. The beautiful, amazing chicane. It's so nice you can hit it twice, but he runs it wide. Ooh.
Still valid though.
Oh, he's backed out.
Still valid at the moment.
I think he's backed out. He has completely backed
he
out
has.
of that, getting out of the way for the Ferrari driver to pass him. Is that the...
ZTXY. ZTXY on a lap.
Yep.
I was looking for Ferrari HP livery in the new update. They're both running number 5, both ZTXY and Matty Robbo, which bugs me a little bit because you would never see that in real life, but that's fine.
You can allow certain things to go in league racing, but does ZTXY improve? Does up to P12. Oh, excuse me.
Sid out of the
Charlie's not
pits.
improving. Sid coming out of the pits. It's
Out of the pits and immediately picks up wing damage. Yeah, he runs straight into the wall, mate.
This...
Smart guy, man. Cooked first session for Sid. He's literally, I'll literally clip it for you. So we can just laugh at it later off stream, but it's quite funny. We'll ignore it now for, while we're on the stream, though. PW Jones is someone who I suspect might be quite fast in this circuit and these conditions.
He's up into
Very
P4.
skilled driver, EU2 driver last season. Stuck with the team that he started with last year in the Williams. Got a new teammate of Rob Start. I don't know if Rob's reserving, but I know that PW Jones is not. So these are the first qualified sessions. Obviously, he only runs wide but keeps it valid, so he's got a little bit lucky there.
Almost.
Through the fast right-hander.
He has lost a huge chunk of time though. I don't suspect he's on a lap though. That could be the thing. He is half a second down on his time. Shall move on to... Who else can we go on board with? Goran, a driver that's been known to have a bit of pace. He's 2 tenths up, currently finishing his first sector. He's coming around turn 7. Coming around towards 8 now, getting the power down to the non-current DRS straight.
Matty Robbo retiring from the session. His qualifying is over.
No, Matty doing a one-shot, I suspect. Andres retiring, following him through.
Anyway as well, with damage. I think Sid might be able to put in a decent lap here anyway. I think some people might have been struggling with the conditions. So if he's just whacked up the downforce, he should be alright. Better than no lap, at least. He's almost lost it for the fast right-hander in sector 2. But he comes through now again. Second fast right-hander. Onto the back straight, burning his ERS. And here we are with Goran in the Haas on the run down to the line. What's he going to do? I suspect it's going to be fast, and it's going to be P6.
Up into P6, up into P6, gets himself out of that bottom area, puts himself just in the middle of the top 10. Charlie snatching pole. What a lap indeed, a 28.2, 3 tenths clear of the P2 driver, Craggy. But Craggy, he's invalidated his lap. Does he have the time? I don't think he does to get around again. How long have we got?
People are retiring, so
oh
I'm not sure.
No, that's it.
Over.
That's it. Everybody's down to the last lap. PW Jones managing to... did he cross the line? He did. He's a purple sector 2 for Jonesy.
Yeah, he bottled the last sector of his last lap anyway. So Sid, the first person to set the final lap time, it's going to be
PA.
with wing damage of 128.9 PA. That's something to be proud of. His teammate coming through next. It's Havoc Connor on the intermediates. No wet tyres on the wet tyres. He's going to improve. He's going to be P10 with a 129.3. Not bad. Next is the Aston Martin of D Summers. He's going to set a lap. And what's he going to be? He goes to the inside. I think it's going to be a slow one, so it's not going to improve his time.
Is it Seba?
It was. Next, it's going to be an Alpine of
Kevin Carl.
PW Jones, fastest.
PW Jones. It was Jonesy. Pole position.
Lee Bob now. Lee Bob, though, what's he got to say about it? He goes P4 with 128.556. And then we've got a bit of time to prepare for the next runner. It's going to be...
What's he called?
86 or whatever his name is. I don't know. Charlie's in the pits. Kevin's out of fuel. So what's Craggy going to do? He's invalidated as well. So he's just going to stay P3. Garan is coming to the pits. And the last runner, it's a Mercedes. No, that's it. That's qualifying over.
That is qualifying over. PW Jones taking P1. Just snatching it away from Charlie at the end there goes almost 5 tenths quicker. It was quite a lap to set in. He certainly got out at the right moment, at the right time, made the most of the conditions. Charlie, though, P2. Nice. We love to see it. Craggy in P3. I don't even know what to call that Ferrari. What do we call him? What's his name in the Discord?
I'll find out.
I'm going to call you not Leclerc because you're in a Ferrari. Let's take P3. It's P4
Tay.
even.
It's Tay.
That's Tay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So.
Tay.
It,
CJZ takes P5, Kevin Cal 40, P6, Goran P7, Sid P8, Griffin P9, Sebi at P10, Havoc Connor snatching P11. Not a bad qualifying for Havoc Connor. Don Amo in P12, Andres in P13, Rob Starr 14th, D Summers 15th, TXY in 16th, Sammy 17th, having a bit of an interesting one in the wet. Matty Robbo in 18th, TLA 19th, and Pipe Tech coming in last at the bottom. The EU3 reservist.
Yeah, beautiful. Good inaugural qualifying session of EU2. I wonder if this season's going to be as good as last season with EU4, but the weather is cleaned up now. So
we're dry, but who is going to have the dry pace? Who did a dry setup?
I have no idea. I'm not sure. Do you know? For the first, it feels good to be a bit clueless going into a race, especially in first race of the season, wet qualifying. It just saves the pecking order for the race. So we'll find out soon enough who's going to be fast, who's going to be slow throughout the season, who is going to be the championship contenders. I have no idea.
Well, PW Jones got to try and get away from Charlie now. We know Charlie's been a good fighter for podium positions in the past, so let's see what happens off the line here. Will he get the better start? Will it be Jones, who gets the jump and managing to maintain?
How will Sam find his COS debut? I'm excited to see.
Absolutely. Race 1
as well.
Official league race, earning the points in the championship, but he had a stinker qualifying. Does he have the dry race pace? That's what we'll find out. As it is
Here
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. The lights are out and away we go. Craggy seems to get a good start off the line. PW Jones even gets a good start off the line, followed by Craggy. But Charlie getting a dive up on the inside into turn 1, managing to make them move and jump ahead. Craggy now under attack from Tag.
Oh,
You're managing to get past. Jones has dropped the position. Charlie had a beautiful start there on the medium tyres. We'll go down now to the order. Oh, there's a big incident going down the order.
Virtual safety car. Somebody's got no wing, I'm sure. We've got Sam with front wing damage. Oh no.
Oh, a lot of cars have picked up damage there. I think Sam's been caught in the order.
People are going to be rusty. People are going to be very rusty coming into their first race of the season. We've got someone ghosted there. I'm trying to pick out who's got damage. I know Sam's got some severe damage. We've got the Ferrari of Tay. Yeah, that's it. It's Z Tay, but the A isn't it. It's just Tay. But
Don Amo's got wing damage as well, so it's P10 as well, suffering.
TLA AI causing some chaos, I believe. But I'm not sure what can be done about that, to be honest. I'll send him another invite. He said he was in there, so... Yeah, he's not even online. So
Oh, we are green flags, and there's a car off straight! Who was that? I saw a car go straight.
It's Don Ammo. Rejoins, though.
Wow, Mercedes going straight on
teammate.
at turn 11, really missing out. Just as we saw the McLaren of Havoc Connor getting in a bit of an altercation with Goran, getting into a bit of a rough and tussle. Craggy's looking to attack the Ferrari for his position back, but backs out of it. He's now under attack from Sid. Sid having a very good start, getting himself up into P5 and capitalising from what's happened. Certainly getting the pace down in the dry.
Yep, Sid has had a great start. He's gained some positions there. He's gained 3 positions. He started P8 in the McLaren in his first race there, so he's going to be looking pretty good. He's going to look to gain the position on Craggy and then maybe break into the top 3, because the top 4, well, second to 5th, so some of the top 4 and a bit of the top 5. I'm not sure why I explained it like that. They're all very close together, so we'll see how powerful the DRS is now. DRS on lap 2, as you know, but I'm not sure how the VSC will affect it, as Lee Bob overtakes PW Jones around the outside of the left-right chicane.
Lee Bob, is that what you're calling him?
Yeah, that's his name, Lee Bob.
Right, Lee Bob in the Ferrari. Craggy getting up past PW Jones as well as Jones having Sid! That's naughty. That was naughty.
SJZ, Sid getting his elbows out very early. How is PW Jones going to respond to that? Sid having absolutely no respect for any of the drivers around him on the track, as per usual. So we'll see how it fares out for him later on in the race, trying to win the race on lap 2. We go on to lap 3 now. The leader crosses the line and we see the lap tick up.
Take a quick look at the tyres there, as most of the drivers opting for the medium tyres. We've had a couple of drivers box swap those tyres from wing damage there. You can see at the bottom of the order. Soft for Andres. He feels like it could be a soft medium. Maybe that's too much of a call. The left side of your tyres are going to get a beating. That left side will get destroyed. The chat is not happy with Sid Send coming down on PW Jones.
I've guilted him into giving the position back. I've guilted him into giving the position back. I'm sure he's listening on to the comms. So that's very fair play from him. But here we go for the lead. Whoa! Charlie goes quite far towards the wall, takes it with the DRS into the left-right chicane. The lead, fight for the lead is looking very tight at the moment. As you see, the number 5 Ferrari, the RB.
Craggy looking to get into the mixer, 3 wide.
Move on the 3rd lap of the season, goes 3 wide.
Oh, the contact!
Contact doesn't lose too much time though. I suspect he probably just ran out space with a pretty audacious move, if it's to be described in one way.
Letting the door close, get close up now. Letting the
anyway, here we go on to lap 4. The RB looking quite good. It looks even better than I thought it would. Watching it race through turn 1, seeing how many of them can cut the curb as much to gain as much time as possible. With the, yeah, I'm stuttering today. Forgive me, I'm rusty today. But you know, we're all human. It's okay. I'm not embarrassed about it. Through turn 3, Lee Bob won't be embarrassed about that line though either.
Sid goes around the outside of PW Jones, and there's another slight contact. Was that another questionable manoeuvre from Sid, or did he see the open door and go for it? Oh, Sid really getting the elbows out. He is here to showcase his pace. The reserve driver, the full-time EU2 reserve driver, wants to lock in a full-time seat. But there's no seat available. Let's just hope that your racecraft will pull it off as we see Lee Bob take lead of the race.
Leads going between the few of them now. Charlie, though, looking under threat from Craggy. Obviously, it's a double DRS.
Craggy's
so
going
Charlie's
for it.
Leaving his nose there.
Oh.
Leaves his nose there. Does he just run him out of road a little bit? I think he might have, which means that SJZ can take the position as well. So it's getting quite feisty already.
SJZ using his brain, waiting it out, letting them fight in front and then just picking the place up as they fall behind. Oh, this is absolute masterclass racecraft from the Red Bull driver, looking to possibly use his wits about him and take victory as the front battle away. But he is starting to close up to Charlie now, and he does have the optimum line, got the traction down better, and he goes to the inside line, trying to go side by side. Charlie's trying to defend it. They go almost centimetres together, but there's still no contact through turn 3, and he backs out of it in turn 4. There's another time for it. It's early laps. Early days in the race, only 5 laps in. There's still 24 laps to go. Don't cost your race when you're doing so well. The Red Bull driver making the choice to back out, but Craggy looking to potentially put that Red Bull under pressure as he whacks that rear wing wide
we're
open.
C3 wide. I don't think we will, but it was close. It looked a little bit on, but not quite.
Oh, the Red Bull defending well. Oh!
That's not. I've got a penalty. I think that might get removed. Charlie has made quite an audacious move, but it's all good. Contact a little bit. But what can be done about it now? Charlie's in the lead. Bob with 3 seconds. Yeah, 3 seconds. That's not going to help him in his race efforts, but we'll probably have some more penalties later on in the race as well.
Charlie with a big send though as a load Sid to catch up and get inside the DRS now. All that battling, letting Sid capitalise and gain the time. PW Jones starting to slip away.
Seen some Charlie support in the chat, so I suspect that it might have been a clean move, but I'll let the stewards decide because it's not my job to do that, thankfully. But he has dropped down to P2 after getting over.
Oh, there's contact there with the kick.
Big lockup from the Red Bull going down the inside. Are they still side by side? No. This has allowed Sid to catch up as well after overtaking PW Jones. He's now caught up to the top pack soon. Now I've got 5 away, 5 for the lead at the moment.
Hopefully that kicks out. I didn't pick up any wing damage there. He was very, very, very close to that rear diffuser of Charlie. That was interesting. Could there have been a bit of a controversial moment? We saw Charlie really slamming on those brakes to try and make the corner. Safety car! Donamo out of the session. We have a full course safety car.
Looks like he's dropped it at turn 1, probably spun it into the outside barrier, as you see happen so many times. So I think we should look at tyres to see what decisions people have got to face themselves with. I think medium runners might just be a little bit too early to stop, so they might go. If they're on hards, I suspect they might go mediums. That might be the way to go. If you're on hards, stop for mediums. But if you're on mediums, is it too early to go soft?
Grelly's saying Donamo is EU2 Piney Penguin. Oh, everyone into the pits! Moves in the pits!
I'm not sure if that was allowed. Charlie was made the latest decision I've ever seen.
Ooh.
Clip that, had a good
Lee Bob's gone onto the softs. Charlie onto the softs.
Everyone in the pit. I think if everyone pits, you should pit as well.
The Mercedes,
This is
the
good for Sam.
Red Bull's staying out.
I know Sam's going to go for medium now to the end. That's the way to go. Sebi's gone to Inters. Oh dear.
Oh, Sebi's DNF.
Retired in the pit.
Outside in the pits. Is that enough for this session? One side of it.
Not sure what that's about. Here goes Sam into the pit surely. Here he goes. People ahead of him have stayed out, I think, maybe, except for Andrea. No, except for Griffin.
Well, you got Rob Star, Pipe Tech, and SJZ. God, it's awkward to say. We need to know his name. He's got a name. I know he has. It's like Luis Suarez or something, or Suarez or something. Suarez.
John.
But the Red Bull is staying out.
Soft for Lee, Bob and Charlie, so they're going to go soft mediums, surely. A lot of people going hards, probably to the end as well.
Well, a lot of drivers have switched this now to a 2-stop race, because surely, unless you're on the hard tyres, I don't think you could go to the end on the mediums. 21 laps to go, I reckon, after the safety car, if the back of the field could catch up ever so quickly. It's interesting to see the strategy, you know, with Charlie and the Ferrari going onto the soft compounder tyre. They could be looking to push and gap the field now, and then box for the mediums around, we see in the chat, people say 9 laps before they die. Well, we'll see in 9 laps time.
So it'll be a soft hard then if they're on the soft now. If they die that quickly.
I think soft medium. They have 2 sets of mediums to use. Didn't use them in the qualifying. They didn't have to. It was a wet qualifying. They have the 2 sets of mediums.
That's true.
So they could go soft medium.
Oh, Rob Star. Has he got damage from that? He has. He's just rear-ended Pipe Tech in the safety car. I believe Bob didn't get damage as well. That was a bit silly.
No, not
oh,
paying
he
too
has.
much attention. He is. He's missing an
Oh,
emblem.
Lee Bob's got damage. Oh, nice one, Rob, mate.
That front right
Charlie got
emblem
damage
has
as well.
gone.
That's over the end plate. It's like the whole top of his front wing. Good news for Sid. Good news for Craggy.
Oh yeah, his wings destroyed.
Too late to stop as well. So he might have to just stick with it. Race is neutralised a little bit now. There's going to be 21 laps to go when we cross the line. Safety car in this lap, I suspect, unless this McLaren Havoc Connor doesn't want to catch up too quickly, maybe. I'm not sure.
Potentially we could see the safety car go in this lap. I hope we do. Safety car really diminishes the energy. You just don't know what to say. You don't know what to talk about. Yeah, it's all lost. Some drivers now back into the mix after they suffered from that opening lap, but there was a huge collision coming round turn 3.
Sam, one of those drivers, Matty Robbo, I think, maybe safety car in this lap, so...
Love to see it. Love to see it. Go back to full screen view. BK again providing us with those amazing graphics, and we'll go on board with the Red Bull before he fires away and tries to get that optimum launch, but he's on used tyres. We see, whoa, interesting call. The Ferrari's gone into the pits. The Red Bull still holding back. Is he going to take it all the way to the line? No, there he goes. He plants it to the floor and away he goes. Pike Tech now could potentially be under attack. It's not. It's Charlie looking to get past Rob. Rob potentially could have been caught out. Charlie really lurking on the rear tail though. But it's Rob who makes a move on Pike Tech, getting ahead on the exit of turn 2. Looking mighty fine as we fire up towards turn 3. But now Charlie goes side by side and goes through Rob. Almost causing extreme collision. Maybe the game ghosted him for a reason. That could have been disastrous, but Craggy has picked up and capitalised from that and got himself up into P3. Rob starting to drop away. Those used tyres not working for Rob and Pipe Tech. They're starting to drop the positions as Sid is lurking on the tail of Pipe Tech now in that McLaren. Looking to try and fight his way past the EU2 reserve driver. He's going to make it easy pickings. He gets the better traction on the fresher compound. Probably got him worked up as well into the correct order, but now as we come around 9 and 10, he keeps it clean, lurking behind, but he's mighty close to attack once again. Can he get past Rob Starr? Can he get into the battle with the front 3? He's looking mighty quick here in Albert Park as we come round turn 11. Can he keep the power down? He's really right on the rear tail of Rob Starr. Those used tyres are really showing their age now. They're only 8 laps old, but Sid just has the better traction. He's got the grip to send it quicker than Rob. Really trying to get past, but we see a change now for P2 as Craggy's trying to attack. Can it happen? Does he have the traction?
You would expect Sid to make it past Rob at some point soon. They're on softer, no not softer, but fresher compound tyres. Charlie and Craggy are on the softer compound tyres, closing quickly up to the Red Bull in the lead, who's on the same compound, but on older compound. So they're going to be much worn. As Sam gets a 3-second penalty. He's made it up to P12 already, which is a great start from him.
It's a great restart from Sam, really getting himself back into what could potentially be a good points finish. But we see fighting between the front 2. Craggy getting dangerously close. He will benefit from the DRS. There it is, rear wing open. Will he get the double dose and potentially get close enough? He won't. The V-Carb, Charlie now is trying to get a move on. Goes to the outside line. Round turn 9, switching it to the inside, which holds Craggy. Craggy firing it back in the kick salvo and gets ahead into P1. That was beautiful patience, waiting for the moment, and beautiful driving to execute it effectively. Takes absolute, I think we saw a car sliding off though. We did see a bit of a kerfuffle at the back of the grid. That was Charlie. Safety car once again.
That looks a bit strange, so I've clipped it. I was on board with him. So we'll see how that looks. But that was unfortunate. He just lost it in the middle of the corner.
Sid taking that P1, but we see a lot of drivers jumping back into the pit, swapping those tyres once again. What is the optimum strategy here? Can Sid go on these hards to the end of the race? Charlie has gone into the wall. The man looking so strong for the race victory is in the wall and out of this race. Cries and agony in the chat.
Yeah, a lot of people jumping onto hards, so they'll be going to the end. I think Craggy has gone onto softs again. so he's going to be stopping again. So it's going to be a scrap to get up there. All for him. Excuse me.
My stream deck keeps playing up. I press a button, but it doesn't do it. It gives me like a triangle warning, but then I press it again and it works. How strange.
Odd.
I'll have to look into that. The safety car graphic was a bit late there, just my stream deck being a bit funny, being a bit frazzled. But we see Sid Sid has caught up. The pack has caught up. Has it been one full lap yet under safety car? I don't think it has.
It might be because they crossed the line after it came out, so. That it will come in there.
I've not seen a call, so the safety car will not be going in this lap, and we will see the end of this lap. And then the next lap, the safety car will come in, leaving us with 17 spicy laps of racing. We can only hope it goes that way, as the order's been flipped already. Sid leading now with the Haas driver, Goran lurking behind. PW Jones was P2 in qualifying, now on the podium once again. Kevin Calforte lurking behind in P4. The order's been flipped. Matty Robbo getting himself up into the points in the Kicksalber, up into P6. Craggy has boxed for those soft tyres, so he will be able to push for a bit longer, but I suspect we'll have to stop again. It's a long margin to go on soft tyres.
Here we go though, so somebody's jumped into the pits, it's Robstar. Robstar's jumped into the pits for the mediums. Very strange what's going on with the tyres as well.
Yeah, very interesting to see the way people are choosing their tyres, what they want to do.
Very interesting.
The RBs do need you, Ashton Army, my friend. The RBs do need you.
For real, whoever said that is real.
He's in the chat, Ashton Army, he's in the chat.
Oh, so real, man. That extra 5 seconds of pace per lap, so good for the tyres, so good for the leaderboards. And I'm joking, but I hope you stick around with the community. You're a very, very nice gentleman. We love you very much. Real OG of the EU4 season last season, but here's the call. And speaking of EU4 last season, it's the runner-up who's taking us away.
It is indeed P2 in the driver's standing, season 13 EU4. Now in EU2, leading the race here after what has been a bit of a controversial front moment as Charlie's off into the wall, who was looking good to be your race winner. But it is Sid now who's going to try and get the drop and potentially pull away. Can those hard tyres go to the end? Can he manage them effectively? Or will he burn them out too quickly and potentially push down the order, fall down the order as the rest of the field passing? We can only wait to find out, but we'll come round turn 13 now. He's still got it nice and slow. He's not got the power down yet. Slowly around the exit of 14. He's gone on the exit of 14, trying to get the drop on Goran, but Goran was ready and waiting. Only 3 tenths separated them. PW Jones, 5 tenths there. Oh, we see a moves down the order.
PW Jones in P3 gets 3 seconds added to his race time. That's unfortunate for him.
D Summers trying to lurk behind Matty Robbo, but can Matty do enough to hold him back for his teammate Craggy, who was also one of the front runners, to potentially get back up into the order of the fight? Can Craggy push on now and get himself back up in there? But Goran now looking to attack on Sid. He's mighty close. Is he going to stay close enough? The DRS will be enabled next lap. We only have 1 lap that separates the safety car and the race to go. I've left the graphic on like an idiot. It's because it still said safety car, but we've only done it for half a lap. I guess I can let myself slide for that. Apologies, yep, I realised. Sorry.
Oh, these subs crashed and it's it's virtual safety car.
Oh, never mind, I should have left it on.
P. Summers has binned it and it's a virtual safety car.
Well, we still have the safety car graphic.
Will people pit who are expecting to go again? Or I think everyone should pit now. If you're at the front on hard or medium tyres, go to the end on hards or mediums. But nope, they're staying out. Oh, Craggy's in. That made sense. I know, Matty Robbo.
Matty swapping those mediums, looking for get a fresh set on so he can push on now to the end of the race. Won't have to box again. He does one lap, all mediums go on the car of Matty Robbo. So he can go to the end. Is that the better strategy as we go to green flags? And it is race back underway. Goran is still lurking behind Sid. Didn't lose too much time under the virtual safety car. It is the rest of the field who are going to have to try and catch up. Kevin Cal almost dropped a bit of time there to the front runners. Can the Ferrari do anything to respond? But Craggy is getting ever closer now on those soft compound tyre, just as the grip to send it a lot faster and harder than the hard runners.
So the situation says that the cars at the front, as you see me for the lead around the outside of the fast left right chicane, Goran has taken the lead from Sid with DRS. But so the guys in front of them, so Tay, Kevin, PW Jones, Sid, Goran, are probably trying to go to the end now. But they have tyres that are a few laps older than people that are chasing them, such as SJZ and Pipe Tech. So we'll see how it pans out. But do you think they'll be able to hold on?
We can only hope to see if they can hold on. Those fresher tyres will certainly work in their favour, but it's Craggy that I'm more worried about. He's the one on the softer compound tyre. They're going to degrade a lot quicker than the rest of the field. So when is he going to box again? Because like you say, the rest of the field, I don't think they'll have to box. The safety cars have really done them favours and let them extend that tyre life.
Yeah. So
oh, Jonesy almost had a snap.
Even though it's 8 laps, it's not 8 racing laps where it's just 8 laps around the track. So it could have helped the people that are doing longer stints because of the safety cars in terms of tyre wear.
Craggy potentially getting himself set up for an overtake. PW Jones getting a bit squirrely there as he swung out to try and take a defensive line. Craggy not close enough. He's just lurking behind. Kevin Cal, sorry.
Yeah, he's being patient. He's being patient.
He has the run now.
Goes. Using the DRS and slipstream of PW Jones to overtake Kevin. Does a successful day on the softer tyres.
Number 99 kicks out, but he's really pushing on those softs.
Yeah, I bet he is. The Alpine, though, looking very nicely, doing a bit of recharge and coming through the final 2 corners. Sid, in the meantime, has got on the lead as well.
Yes, indeed, managing to take back the lead of the race, battling it away with the Haas and maintains it up into T1. Oh, PW Jones, running off the track, running wide. He spun it round as he's all over the grass and he's facing the wall.
Oh, dear.
Sid losing position to Goran, though. At the end of the DRS, Goran getting through once again. It's a DRS battle all the way now for the lead of the race. But PW Jones having a stinker, getting himself turned sideways. That is just so unfortunate. He just bit too much and potentially slid out onto the gravel, losing the traction, sending him all over the grass. Oh, Williams lawnmower.
So unfortunately, he's now dropped out of points, and he has a penalty, and he's on all the tyres. So it's really an unfortunate situation for him to be in for the Williams driver.
Absolutely correct. Sid lurking behind, but Craggy getting the run. He's got the speed. Will he get the move done as he switches it to the inside line? Doesn't, stays behind, puts Sid under the pressure, almost making Sid go defensive. But Sid managing to maintain that P2. But if Craggy puts the pressure on, he can allow Goran in that Haas to pull away and start to gap the rest of the field.
I wonder when Craggy's going to decide that it's time to pit. And really go into softs or mediums. We know they've got the extra sets because of no qualifying. It was working qualifying, they used it.
Oh, bit of a lag there from yourself, mate. You good?
Yeah, I dropped my controller, sorry.
Here
we go, I'm good now.
You see Sid's just lurking behind now, using the DRS, just waiting for his moment. Just staying behind, doesn't want to risk it all. He's in a good point position. He's in a good points position here. He can get himself a possible race win here. Round 1 setting off season 14 with a banger here in EU2. Didn't have the best pre-season, but he's certainly having a great EU2 race. Is this Sid driving the car? Bit of a controversial moment in the opening laps, but he's still managing to get himself in a good position. Oh, Craggy almost running on the apex too much, pushing that back end out. But Sid now's looking to take a move.
Sid.
Oh, contact! He sent round! Oh, disaster once again for Sid CTB1. Trying to push for the lead of the race, just clipping the back end of the Haas driver, getting himself sent round.
In comes Craigie, oh no, in comes Ty, or a new set of tyres, so I think it's probably softs or mediums. But, oh no, he's coming to a tyre. That's unfortunate, Mark picked up damage there. One less position for Sid to worry about though. 2 seconds behind the little group that he was with now, before he spun nearly.
Oh, Sid's dropping down. Under attack from the Alpine. Gets past the Alpine, or was he getting past? He is 2 seconds behind, like you say.
Yeah, he's not gaining either, so the DRS very effective for the front 4 who are all scrapping away now. Here comes Kevin Cow.
Kevin Cowell looking to potentially capitalise with Craggy, but he doesn't. Craggy had a little look to Goran, putting Goran under the pressure, making himself very wide in the mirrors, but he now sends it to the inside line, gets the DRS, but can he make the move? He doesn't. Oh, a bit of contact there from Kevin Cowell and SJZ.
Yeah, one of them sent it to the inside. I didn't really see who it was, but clearly Kevin has come off the worst party in that.
Yeah, the Red Bull, but he's lost the DRS. The Red Bull getting ahead. But at what cost? What has it done to your race as the front 2 are going to start to pull away now? Can you get back in that DRS? You're going to need it. Sid, however, has had the door open for him and now closes back up to the back of that little pack. A podium could be on, still on for the McLaren.
Yeah, he needs to be careful though, because Griffin is on younger tyres and so is SJZ, so he needs to send the DRS of them. But Goran ahead and Craigie are going to be on Warner older tyres.
A fun little statistic for you that's been made known in the chat. Sid has officially crashed in every race he's been in season 14 so far.
Not a good statistic to be having, so at least finish this one, Sid.
But he has
So
a chance for redemption. Can he maintain the push?
On the table today. Within reach, but here comes Craigie for the lead. Doesn't quite make the move down the inside though. Just running out. Griffin is soft, he's going to have to come in soon.
4 drivers out of the race. 5 drivers even out of this race so far.
I really don't see how Craigie can take these softs to 19 laps old.
I suspect he'll be boxing this lap for a fresh set of softs. He'll have to. There's no way he can go all the way. In a few more laps, those softs are going to feel mighty dreadful.
Fresh ones, however, mighty lovely, especially against these old hards and mediums.
I don't think he can get the move done. I think his tyres are spent. I think that's why he's still behind. I think he's using everything he's got just to stay behind. This could be the moment where he's spent.
It's very good driving though from Craigie at this point, because his tyres are going to be so disintegrated that he's going to have no natural grip. But he's coping with it very well.
That's a fair point from Grillis. Goran could be the new Verstappen.
He's looking very good. 2 tenths off the lead though, and on the older hard, so will he be able to
Craigie
hold
looking to attack, sends it to the inside line, coming up to turn 11. Really using those softs now. Can he maintain it? He doesn't. He doesn't get the traction down. The hard tyres working a little bit better as the Haas driver gets the better traction down. Staying ahead. This is what it's all about. You need to make sure you manage your tyres efficiently and correctly. If you're going to go for a move like that, make sure you can finish it. Good defensive driving from the Haas.
Beautiful defending from Goran. SJZ and Kevin Callahan said though not out of the fight just yet, being able to stick with the DRS because of the battling as well.
The
But
Red
how long
Bull
can
is
Craigie
looking
take
to
these
go
off?
side by side, doesn't backside of it. Craigie's going
Here
again!
goes Craigie, it's a dive. A very light one indeed.
He backed out of it, letting him keep the position. He knew he was at fault there. It's good sportsmanship. Craigie not looking to cause problems. He wants peace, not problems, always.
Oh, Sid's made a move as well.
Sid's made a move. He's up into P4. He's looking to now start potentially attacking the Red Bull. VSC, what has happened?
I'm unsure. Griffin, maybe?
Rob falling down the order. Lost his wing. There's an incident. Griffin and Rob potentially. No, it's Griffin. Griffin's lost his wing.
Oh dear. Needs to get into the pits then before VSC's over, so that the net time lost in the pit lane is minimised.
Well. So many safety cars so far. It's not looking good for the start of EU2, but we've had some spicy racing indeed. Will we see Craggy into the pits? We do see him dive into the pits, trying to capitalise while it's under VSC. Doesn't lose as much time under these conditions as the rest of the field slows down to adhere to that dreadful Delta time. Nobody wants to do it, but unfortunately you're forced to. Just get it done and move on. But Craggy could be back in the fight. He needs to push like crazy now, but he will have the grip. He's dropped down to P7, potentially dropping more as he comes out of the pits. PW Jones, he's coming and coming fast, but he does maintain the position.
This is so perfect for Craggy. He's going to have such a pace advantage now. But does he have the time left in the race to see if he can...
Sam drive through, speeding under VSC. Oh no, but he's in the pits and potentially could retire. You can't serve it. There he goes. Stinker for the Red Bull, and we are green flags and away we go.
Let's keep an eye on that Craggy times. Oh my goodness.
Sid onto the podium. A good recovery from the couple of incidents he's been in so far. Now having a bit of a wobble with the car there, but the Red Bull's looking to take charge, take control of the race as he sends it to the inside line of the Haas driver. Goran trying to defend it well, keeping it side by side. All this fighting letting Sid edge ever closer. Oh, sorry, voice break. Sid edge ever closer to the fight. Can he get in the battle? Oh, big snap there from the Red Bull. Could potentially drop out on 2 positions here as the Haas goes to the outside. The McLaren to the inside. He does drop both positions. Sid inherits P2, looking to potentially push on for P1. Can he do it? There's a big wobble from the Red Bull driver. It's cost him 2 places, but he's still sitting on the podium. Kevin, can he get close enough now to get in the fight?
Sid lurking behind in P2, now he's only half a second behind, as well as the Red Bull, who's just about the same distance behind Sid as Sid is the leader. Well, as I said, that it changed a little bit, but they're all on really dead and old hard tyres, so the closer we get to the end for them in the pair. But Craggy is so much closer than he was a couple of laps ago. He's gained about 3 seconds, so I suspect he might be in the fight here. But he's going to have to dispatch it with Pipe and Andres.
Yellow flags, Mighty Robbo is out of spin. He's spinning all over the place. Those rear tyres must be lit up. Having an absolute stinker there. 3 seconds for the Red Bull. No! Damaging his... Oh, Sid! Almost, and a big contact with the Red Bull. What has just happened? Almost opened the door for the Alpine to fight on through. He's had a big moment there, big lock-up potentially as he came round the tight corner of turn 13. He's dropped the position, but will he benefit? He does benefit with the DRS. He can fight it back. This is beautiful for the Haas. Goran now able to gap away.
I missed that incident there. I was spectating the front, but it's good for Craggy anyway, because he's going to edge ever closer to the top drivers who he needs to keep up with on his alternate strategy. So... But also at the same time, then when virtual safety cars there's less time for him to use those soft tyres to his advantage.
Absolutely, we are still green flags. I'm still on board with the front runners. It looks like the Red Bulls putting the power down, looking to try and gain to that Haas driver. The Haas pushing on to what could be race victory. Dun 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 dun. Max Verstappen, says Grelis. We love it, Verstappen. Yep. The new Verstappen, but he's dropped some time there, and the Red Bull is back in DRS. Could the Red Bull challenge for victory? The Red Bull looking to do a Max Verstappen. It's Verstappen versus real Verstappen. Who's going to come out on top?
I really do wonder. I mean, Craggy is dispatched of pipe second Andrews now, who he needs to get rid of quite quickly if he wanted to make these soft tires work. But I suspect he might not have time for in the remainder of the race to make up any sort of
6 seconds to gain. Can he gain the 6 seconds? Can he send it all the way? Craggy, he's up into P5, but it's not looking good in terms of where he was originally. He has had a strategic boo-boo, to say the least.
Yeah.
Sid's had a wobble!
I mean,
We just caught the back of that. Could have opened the door for the Alpine. Almost parking on the apex. It's yellow flags. We have Andres spinning out of control on turn 4, but getting himself going again. Sid dropping the position to, or potentially dropping the position, he does, to the Alpine driver. His tyres are spent. He's got to try and manage them for the next 4 laps. Matty Robo picks up a 3-second penalty. But the Red Bull leading the race, if he can bridge the 3 seconds, will take victory. But as it stands, he has a penalty. It is net P1 for Verstappen.
not for long though. I mean, SJZ is pulling away. Look at that gap.
He is pulling. Oh, he's got a moment. That gap has really opened up. It's almost 3 seconds. What has happened?
I'm not sure, but
I think the Haas has had a moment, a big moment. Cost himself a lot of time. No, the Red Bull's out. The Red Bull's round and retired. He's out of the race. Can you believe it?
Oh,
Turn 1.
Clicked off. Oh, so that means that this is the scrap for the win now, and Craggy is ever closer to that victory. Matty Robber ahead, his teammate, even though he's a lap down, might be able to play his hand in this. But
the Red
not there
Bull.
for the Red Bull drivers.
Turn 1 has claimed another victim. He's such a fast right-hander, but you've got to fire it round to the left. You need to make sure you get the perfect line because of that. And if you don't, you're too quick on the power. You hit the curb too hard. You send it. But no, Goran under attack. The Alpine driver is very, very close as we come through turn 9. Sid also closer, looking to potentially get into the attack and win the race. He has got it within him, but can he do it? Can he maintain the pace? He's right there behind. He just needs to focus on not crashing, not dropping, not hitting anybody else. It's his for the taking.
Yeah, so it's a Haas, an Alpine, McLaren, or the Kicksauber are going to win this. There is Craggy lurking in the background on his soft tyres. Only 6 laps, or gone on to the 6th lap now.
He is gaining like a bullet. Like a bullet. He has dropped 4 seconds so far, with 3 laps remaining, should I say. Including this one.
And the more they scrap, the closer that Craggy gets. So
they're running their own race. They're trying to take victory of the race. The front 3 fighting away, unsuspecting of the impending doom that is Craggy, that is 1.7 behind. He's lurking close. He can almost taste the DRS. Can he get ever closer? That strategy has worked for him. It was not a strategic boo-boo. It was a strategic masterclass to fight back in the closing laps.
you'll see through Sector 3 just how much he gains on the rubber that he's got beneath his car that these hard runners do not have, especially after 20 laps of destroying their tyres in a scrap. So they're going to have to start thinking more towards that 29 and not 28, but 3 cars to pass.
He got it!
Will he be able to do it?
I don't believe it! I think he got it!
Yeah, he's got the DRS, so how is this going to affect his approach? 2 laps to go. Can he jump onto the podium? Can he take the victory?
He's going to steam train up towards the rear of Sid now. Sid is going to be under tremendous pressure. Craggy with the Optimum tyre, the lesser worn soft compound tyre. He has it all to gain now as he gets ever closer. Just 2 laps remaining, including this one. This is absolutely insane.
14 laps younger. These tyres are for Craggy on the softs.
Craggy's fastest lap with an 18.6, so soft tyres are working for him.
Yeah, he's on the back now. He's got DRS. So he's probably just saving his battery. Craggy and Sid are going to go side by side. There's a scrap for the lead starting. Someone's made an overtake, and then
Oh,
Craggy
look
now
at
is
that.
right on the back of them. He's got the exit speed. Oh,
To the inside line, is it a double
inside.
manoeuvre? It is going to be a double manoeuvre. He's pushing on
But
against
hanging
Sid.
around the outside on the old hard tyres, defending with everything he's got, but he just doesn't have the rubber.
Oh,
And
no,
the
he's nicked
contact,
him.
And Craggy's out. And he saved it. But Sid has lost an end plate, so Craggy now has one lap to get ahead of Sid again.
We had some
It was a bit of
tremendous
a pencil
racing
pass,
there. But Sid,
one lap to
bottle
go
job.
now. Here comes Sid. To the inside, shoves the Haas off a little bit, and here comes the kick Sauber.
Craggy knows, trying to give it everything, trying to gain here. This is it.
Inside, but he doesn't. He goes to the outside, but Craggy just knows that Sid probably has just jumped the gun a bit too early because he's going to have to go onto the back straight with no battery and no DRS. So is Craggy going to be able to just nab this at the last second?
Sid fighting very hard with that car. He's got the wing damage, but can he maintain it? I don't think he will. Craggy's coming like a missile. The kick Sauber actually being fairly quick is something you don't ever hear. As he passes him easy enough with the DRS. Inheriting the lead of the race. It's been a masterclass strategy for Craggy. A masterclass drive. And he's going to maintain it now all the way. He gets the double dose of DRS. Using it to ever get that gap even bigger. 7/10. I suspect he's broke a second. Now he has. I was about to say he's going to break a second. He's just dominated though. The strategy completely working in his favour. What a drive. Kick Sauber on top. Crosses the line to start season off with a bang and wins here for round 1 in EU2 Australia. Goran P2 and Sid inheriting the podium P3. Kevin Carl P4. Them front runners were massive. Andres gets good points for the Haas P5 and the McLaren of Harriet Connor coming round for P6. Rob Star lurking behind in P7.
Yeah, welcome to new EU2, ladies and gentlemen. That was a good scrap. Good first race to kick the season off in Australia. And next, I think it is, where was it? I think it's Saudi Arabia. No. That's a lie. Where's next?
I will pull up a graphic for you, but I'd have to go on the Discord, and we're just following the final cars as they come over the line. But Craggy, masterclass drive, absolutely incredible strategy call. Managing to pull it out of the bag. That was fantastic racing, my friend. Fantastic racing.
It is Saudi Arabia.
It is Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matty. Calling me out there. It was. I thought it was a strategic boo-boo. An absolute murr. But it turned out to be an absolute 2000 IQ strategy and snatches victory away. What a race that was and what a drive. Masterclass. Worthy of the Kings. Championship material, that. Straight away setting the standard. Championship material.
Yeah, good race from everyone involved. Nice to see my former seat up there in P1. P1, I never managed to win for this team in this tier last season. The highest I finished was second, but it's nice to see them winning.
Absolutely, indeed. You saw the order coming across the line. Just got to get me screenshots for the finishing graphics as we go. But again, Craggy taking victory. Goran P2 and Sid P3, your podium sitters. We shall take a quick jump to the interview room and try and get these drivers in for a quick chat. So, well, I'm going to send out your invites to the comms booth, my friends. Get yourselves in here. We would like to hear from yourselves. And sit. There you go, boys. You've had your invites. Get yourselves in here. That was a mighty spicy race to set off the season. I've got to say so. It was certainly interesting. Some, I don't know, controversial moments. Some interesting scenes. Some stuff to talk about, especially as we come up to the up and coming season. Potentially one of the reserve drivers being a bit questionable has been named out in the chat a couple of times, but we can only hope that he can improve from here on out and get himself back onto a good pace. But he is on the podium. We do have everybody in here, so we'll start off with Sid on the podium. P3 was interesting qualifying. Didn't see you too far up the field. It was the wet weather. Was you expecting a wet qualifying? Give us your take on that.
I had a dry setup, so no, I did not expect it.
Ooh, spicy stuff. Really catching you out there. How do you think you could have improved? Do you think anything you could have done during the quali?
I don't know. I upped the rear a bit, but once it switched from the wets to the intermediates, that's when I thought I found my pace on that final lap. But I made a couple of mistakes in that lap, a couple of big snaps, so it was hard to come back from that.
Yeah, absolutely. But in the race, you managed to put on quite the show. Some controversial moments, a couple of incidents getting spun round, wing damage as such. But managed to push on and finish the race and get yourself on a podium. Do you want to give us your take on a couple of things that have happened in there?
Yeah. First off, I want to apologise to PW Jones for that dive bomb. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're familiar with this, Brooksy, since you have a Logitech. The pedals, the brake pedal, dodgy.
Sometimes, yes, can be very dodgy.
Yeah, it cuts out mid corner sometimes, and it was either take him out or I just have to cut the corner. So I do apologise to him for that one. It was yeah, but no, it was a good race. Good to be back.
It is good to be back. Absolutely, I've quite enjoyed it. I'll pass you on to Tom Carter. Has he got any questions?
Yeah, just did you expect to do so well in your first race, especially with it being you reserving this race, and are you committed to trying to get that full-time seat?
Yeah, I'm very committed to getting that full-time seat. You know, it was tough. I did not expect to get the place where I did. You know, I could have had P2, but I made a bit of a move on Andres on the final lap, and I did give him Pookie, whatever his name was. I did give him the place back, but I don't know. It's a good feeling to be back on the podium though.
Yeah, lovely stuff. Nice to hear from you, Sid. It was a good podium, mate, and nice points to start off the season. Congrats.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Moving on to P2, Goran in the Haas, trying to put up the fight to try and take victory. Led the race for quite a few laps, had some nice battles. And you qualified. Do you want to give us your take on that, mate? How did it go?
Hi. Sorry. First of all, sorry for my English. It's not very good, but I'll try. The qualifier was not good. It's I have the setup for the dry setup, and I was a little slow on the pace on the wet. But on the start of the race, it was good. I was taking advantage of the safety car. The second safety car when they all pitted, I was on the new hards from laps before, and I tried to stay to the end on that tire. And I know that Craigie, when he fight me, when he went to softs, I know he will catch me. I didn't want to fight him on the last lap. I have the fight with Sid in the first corner, and he pushed me off, but okay, he give me the place back. Okay, I have the DRS from the last lap, and congrats to Craigie and Sid and all the guys. It was a good race.
Yeah, it was indeed. You got yourself up onto the podium. We saw you getting into the fight quite a lot with the front runners, but it was unfortunate to see Charlie get knocked out of it and let you. Well, was unfortunate,
Yes,
but
he was trying to on that. I don't know what turn it is. I give him space. I go straight to the left, but he pushed me. I see, and the Sid try that either.
yeah, Sid in a few controversial moments. But it was a beautiful race, mate, a beautiful sight, and setting yourself off in the season beautifully. So getting some good points. P2 finish on the podium, first race, feels good. Congratulations, I'll pass you on to Tom.
Thank you.
Yeah, first things first, don't ever apologise for your English again. Your English is exceptional. I understood everything you said
Okay.
perfectly. So, very well done for that, firstly. And secondly, well done for the finish today.
Okay.
Just a very simple question today for me, which is, do you think you can contend for the championship this season for the prestigious title
Well,
of EU2 champion?
I don't think so because I was because of the vacation. I will have to pass Monaco and Netherlands. That
Okay.
well, I will do my best in the other races.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough,
Well done.
mate. Congratulations. Well done. We'll move on to your race winner, Craggy, with a masterclass strategy, which I thought at first would have been a disaster. But you had the pace, you had the nerve to push on and get yourself to the race victory. Fighting in the last lap with it. A bit of an altercation with Sid in the McLaren, but you managed to push on, save yourself nicely and still win. It's a good qualifying as well, if I believe from yourself. But give us your take on that, mate. What, the wet weather really throwing you off?
Yeah, so my first lap on the qualifying seemed to be my best lap. I put it together, I thought, very well, and I didn't think I could go faster than that first lap I had in the qualifying session, which in the end I didn't manage to go faster, but I was happy with P3 from that lap, so yeah, it was good.
Lovely stuff in your race, mate. Give us your take on that.
Yeah, so there was a lot more safety cars and stuff at the beginning, so halfway through that race under a safety car, I thought there'd probably be another one. I don't know why I thought that. I should just be safe like everyone else, but I was like, right, if there's going to be one other safety car, probably I'll go either soft or soft medium or something like that. So yeah, I just went on the softs and one didn't come after that. So I was trying my best. I kept trying to take over. I think it was the Haas
Yes, indeed.
on that same corner every single lap, but I just couldn't get the grip to make it stick. So I just tried to stay behind him. Then the gods gave me a virtual safety car, and then without that virtual safety car, I think I was done for. So a bit lucky on my behalf, but managed to send it the last few laps just to catch the pack. And then once I caught the pack, the DRS helped a lot.
Yeah,
So,
it was beautiful to see, mate. Great driving from yourself and a masterclass championship worthy drive to get yourself up into victory, setting yourself off season 14 with a bang, mate. First race of the season, first win of the season. It's a good way to start off. So congratulations to you for that, mate. It was a good race. Passing you on to Tom.
Yeah, so just final from me, another simple one is, do you think you can challenge for the title this season? Are you someone we should definitely keep our eye on?
I think I'll be here for every race, so we'll see what happens in those races. Hopefully, we don't have too many, DNFs from some
Yeah.
lucky collisions, and we'll see if we keep it clean.
Yeah. Fair enough, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
Beautiful stuff, and that will do us for this evening. This has been the EU2 round 1 here in Austria, and what a mighty spicy Australia it has been. Should I say, not Austria? It has been mighty fine. Some great action, some controversial moments, and a lot of safety cars. But hopefully next week at Jeddah will be just as spicy and a lot more close in terms of battling. But it's been a nice race, and I shall see you all next week. Hopefully not as late. Good night.